Good evening, all, and very happy New Year to each and every one of you. It's been a long time. I haven't been on the YouTube channel and haven't been able to add any videos, but with this new year, there's a new start, and I'm going to start with my favorite topics, which is process excellence. So, today we are going to understand what is process mapping as well as process mining and what's the difference. All right. So quickly, let's jump onto the slides and understand that. So if in common terms, if you need to understand, process mapping is like you reaching to your travel destination by asking directions to the individuals that you meet. That's where it's the right or a left turn. That's all about process mapping if you have to go ahead and understand it. And with regards to process mining, it is referring to the Google Maps or GPS, a solid data driven guidance to reach your destined place. So that's the difference that I would like to showcase in common terms. Yeah. Now, further looking at process mapping, it's a traditional way of capturing an as-is process using workshops, interviews, and document analysis. And that's what we are currently doing when we are going ahead and understanding the processes with regards to robotic process automation. We try to go ahead and speak to the stakeholders, the top management, the SMEs, and the guys working on to the process. We interview them. We understand the subjective decisions that they take, what are the actions involved, and then we go ahead and make a sort of a flowchart and present it. And that is where process mapping consists of interviews, people, workshops, and most of the time the information is subjective, and we go ahead and manually draw boxes, rectangles, decision boxes, and keep connecting them, and it's like a manual drawn flowchart. Wherein, if I'm looking at process mining as per Gartner, it's a technique designed to discover, monitor, and improve real processes, not assumed processes. Okay, by extracting readily available knowledge from the event logs of information systems. So to put it in a more simplified way, process mining is like a technique which will go ahead and give you a solid representation of your process with the amount of the data and the systems it is currently talking to. So it's going to be a data driven sort of a flowchart which is automatically constructed. You don't need a human to construct it. Because with using various tools that are currently available, it goes ahead and builds its entire life cycle. Now that is where process mining consists of CRMs, ERPs, log files, and databases. It gives you an automatic visualization of a process. Also, the information is accurate. It's not subjective because it is data driven. You know why this handoff happened at this particular hour. That is where these logs and database inputs and the query outputs get you the right results. Also, the process variations are very less. When a human is talking, if we're interviewing a wrong individual, the entire process life cycle goes on to a different turn, and then the entire mapping goes on to a toss, is because you don't know the correct process path. But when you have a technical driven data as well as points like event logs, data coming out of CRM, going into the databases and then getting into as an output, you know where there are variations in the particular process. Okay, and finally it uncovers exceptions to a great deal. When you're interviewing an individual, okay, they would go ahead and share the exceptions which they have experienced. But when you have process mining in place, when you know the systems are talking to each other and you track each and every handoff, you would understand that there are more exceptions that are being observed. Okay, and that is where you would start uncovering them and start streamlining the process so that you don't face these issues again. Now, when that happens, okay, you also need to understand the benefits that one would receive. Now, when you have gone ahead and implemented process mining, you would get benefits like process optimization. You can go ahead and optimize your processes. For example, if there is a certain block in your process which is not performing to its best, you need to understand what are the processes that are broken in that particular block. Maybe there is a lot of human intervention and you can go ahead and standardize the entire processes using forms or something. Or maybe the systems are not performing to its best. Maybe you could overhaul the systems over there. Now, when you perform process mining and it is up to the level wherein you now know what is the exact process flow with regards to a data driven approach, you can then start implementing process automation. Please try to understand a process automation would run wonderful if your processes are streamlined. If your processes are not streamlined, your automation also is not streamlined. So it is advisable that you have proper process mining in place and then go ahead and implement automation. Now, these impacts that are caused due to process mining being implemented can be measured. Okay, you can go ahead and have KPIs in place. You can go ahead and track the data due to which a process optimization has been done or the automation has been performed. And finally, exceptions are managed end to end effectively. So these are the key benefits of process mining. Now, how would you go ahead and initiate process mining? The primary thing of initiating a process mining is process discovery, wherein you identify the issues in the process, also which are caused by errors or inaccuracies and inefficiencies. Once you do that, you go ahead and remove them using standardization techniques, streamlining the process and optimizing it. And finally, you measure the results of the changes and continuously keep improving the process. Now, these are the three stages that you need to follow when you are implementing process mining. Now, the critical difference between a traditional process mapping and a process discovery based on new technology, that is process mining, is the distinction between the subjectivity and the objectivity in visualizing the process. Please keep in mind what I've just mentioned. The differentiator is just the objectivity and the subjectivity in visualizing the process with respect to process mining and mapping respectively. And finally, if you could look at the the quote which the godfather of process mining, which is Will van der Last, has always been talking about. Process mining is analyzing processes based on event data, that is based on what's really happening. If you're a beginner, you will start with things like process discovery and conformance checking. While if you're an advanced user, you will re-engineer processes and even predict what's going to happen in future processes. I think I'm leaving you on a good line over here. Process mining will take RPA to the next level, that is artificial intelligence. Thank you for watching this video and keep smiling and cheers.